Hello and welcome to... excuse me for a moment. Hello and welcome to... Okay, yes, it has taken quite a while for me to get this part out in a timely manner. The reason being is that I wanted to tell both the story of the Universe War, as well as explain each universe the characters in this event came from. However, it turns out there's a lot of characters, and consequently, a lot of universes. So, I'll give the universes of the main players in this story, while reserving more background characters for an info dump at the end of the video. So, let's get back to the event. Sideswipe, refusing to fight his brother to the death, attempts to attack Obsidian, but this plan fails. Instead, he is trapped by Reptilian, while Obsidian zaps him with energy of the Cauldron, the energy of Unicron, with the goal of making Sideswipe less civil. Of course, the energies of Unicron affect different people differently, as Sunstreaker has already been reduced to a chaotic mess. It should be noted that people like Stryker are called Dark Generals, and are described as being bound, body and spark, to Unicron. Meanwhile, Optimus Primal has been revived in Primus's chamber, and is briefed on the situation by his creator. Primal is tasked with going to Unicron and rescuing as many Cybertronians as he can. Primal goes to Unicron and is immediately reformatted by the Chaosbringer's energies. Elsewhere, Grimlock from the events of the War Within series from the Dreamwave Generation 1 comic universe finds himself brought to the pit alongside an RX Megatron. The two are fighting each other when Optimus Primal arrives. Primal stops the fight between the two Transformers and informs them of Unicron's plan on being reborn through the fallen sparks of the Universe War. Grimlock and Megatron put aside their differences and agree to join Primal in his raid on Unicron as they move deeper through the pit. The minions of Unicron, Reptilian, and Stryker confront the party, and Megatron and Grimlock hold them off as Primal makes his way even deeper through the pit. Finally, Optimus Primal looks down upon the area in secret, as Sideswipe and Sunstreaker are brought out to do battle. Stryker and Reptilian are ultimately defeated by Megatron and Grimlock, who join Optimus Primal in lying in wait. Primal considers using his Spark Telepathy ability given to him by Primus to purge Unicron's essence from Stryker, but notes that his power is limited as it can only reach those who are truly willing to be saved. Finally, Optimus Primal jumps down into the arena, stealing weapons from Sideswipe and Sunstreaker, making his move. Tankor, Obsidian, and Reptilian... Okay, let's bring this up. Reptilian is in two places at one time. The script reading references him being with Stryker at the beginning, while the issue has him with Obsidian. Confront Megatron and Grimlock. Trailbreaker, meanwhile, has been trying to escape, but Silverbolt has already given up, especially considering that it seems too late for Black Arachnia. However, his spirits are lifted upon seeing the return of Optimus Primal, who fights Razorclaw. Trailbreaker develops an overly complicated plan as the cages they are inside of are keyed into their specific biomechanical aura. First off, what is a biomechanical aura? Second off, why would the cages... why?
Trailbreaker asks Silverbolt to interface and transfer his primary system program to Trailbreaker. Silverbolt points out that this would crash Silverbolt's neural net, as he doesn't have enough memory buffer, which would result in both of them being wiped out. However, Trailbreaker explains that he would dump his mainframe database simultaneously to Silverbolt's processor.
In order to escape the cages, they need to do a Kimi no Na wa style body swap. They get out of the cages. Optimus Primal initially thinks Razorclaw is Tigerhawk, but Razorclaw points out that he is not Tigerhawk. As the battle continues, many more Cybertronians are freed and begin their escape. As you can see, there are a lot of characters. We'll get to each one at the end. Shadow Stryker mentions that she swore to never let anyone manipulate her again. As the Autobots keep Sideswipe and Sunstreaker apart, Primal continued to pound on Razorclaw, the descendant of the great Optimus Prime, the hero from the Beast Wars and the Spark War, and now Primus's chosen representative for the Universe War, speaks to Razorclaw. For the first time in a long time, one Cybertronian speaks for the entirety of the Cybertronian race, Autobot, Maximal, Decepticon, Predacon, in the face of the servants of their ultimate enemy, Unicron. How many times must we make it clear? We never, ever give up. No matter what the odds.
No matter the cost.
With that, Primal energizes himself from Razorclaw's energy weapons and leads the Cybertronians in a great escape from the pit. The children of Primus are pursued by the minions of Unicron, and Optimus Primal gives the children of Primus morale once more. Autobots, Maximals, Predacons, Decepticons, here now we fight as one. Nothing, not even the Dark God itself, will stop us. Silverbolt sees to Black Arachnia, who seems to be falling to Unicron's influence. As the children of Primus begin to cross a bridge as part of their escape, Shadow Striker speeds ahead, blowing up the bridge and stranding the children of Primus as she reveals that she now serves Unicron. Seemingly without hope, Optimus Primal has an idea, as he meets with Snarl, a Matrix Templar who has a direct line to Primus. Primal uses Snarl to reach out to Primus for help. In response, Primus creates a shining light into the lava below. Trailbreaker is a bit hesitant about this, but Primal makes the leap of faith. The children of Primus follow their leader and enter the light, which teleports them away from Unicron. As the Transformers flee, Silverbolt stays with Black Arachnia, but Black Arachnia tells him that it's too late. This place has reawakened her, and she knows that this feeling within her, of being evil, this is her true self. Finally, Black Arachnia bids goodbye to Silverbolt before pushing him away. As the Transformers flee, Black Arachnia joins the ranks of the minions of Unicron and runs into Tarantulas deep inside Unicron. Tarantulas remarks that this is just like old times when they served on the same side during the Beast Wars, but this is only the beginning of the Universe War. Back on Cybertron of the USG-1 cartoon universe, the Transformers are happy, even though many of them are no longer in their home universes. But at least they're alive. But Optimus Primal can't help but feel uneasy. He sacrificed himself to stop Megatron and save Cybertron, but that sacrifice was undone and he was alive again. So did his death really mean anything? And if his sacrifice was undone, what does that mean for Cybertron? And what does that mean for Megatron? Okay, now, let's go through these characters and the universes they're from. I'll give their name and what universe they're from. Just a disclaimer, just because they're from the universe of a story doesn't mean they show up in that story. It means the character, cosmically speaking, originates from the same universe where the story in question is set. The American Generation 1 cartoon universe, Tricerodon, a Children of Primus, and Tarantulas, a minion of Unicron. The American Unicron Trilogy cartoon universe, King Atlas, Child of Primus. The universe of the Shell game comic. Fireflight, a child of Primus. Ratchet, a child of Primus. Geaxis, a minion of Unicron, though technically Geaxis is a servant of Megazarak, who he invaded the universe of the Shell game comic, so we really only know him in relation to the Shell game comic, but that isn't his native universe. The universe of the official Transformers Generation 2 annual, Geaxis, minion of Unicron. The Robots in Disguise cartoon universe, Omega Prime, Child of Primus. Something Robotic This Way Comes universe, Whirl, Child of Primus. Lonesome Diesel universe, Defensor, Child of Primus. The unreleased Transformers Cybertron Quest for Cybertron game universe, Red Alert, Child of Primus. Firebot, Child of Primus. The Action Blast universe, Wheelie, Child of Primus. The Dreamwave Generation 1 comic universe, Big Daddy, Child of Primus. That Beast Machines universe you see a little bit in the Worlds Collide story arc from the Dreamwave Transformers Armada comic, Thrust, minion of Unicron. Pterosaur, minion of Unicron. The Descent into Evil universe, Saber, Child of Primus. The Transformers Armada Reader's Digest books universe, Swerve, minion of Unicron. The Mars Attacks Transformers universe, Squeeze Play, minion of Unicron. The Transformers G1 Awakening mobile game universe, Ransack, minion of Unicron. And the Jungle Planet Optimus Prime universe, Sonar, Children of Primus. Runway, Children of Primus. Jetstorm, Children of Primus. I don't believe you see the Star Saber in the comic, but in the script reading that takes place before the comic, Megatron is said to be wielding the Star Saber, so those three minicons would have been from his universe. And that's going to wrap up this episode of Transformers Lore. Finally! Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet for the final part in this 3-part series and other nerdy stuff that goes on at this channel. If you want to support me and what I do, consider supporting me on Patreon. Also, make sure to check out all of my social media in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Huge thanks to our patrons, including this month's $10 plus patron, Josh Adkins. Check out the description for more patrons and more info about how you can receive a shout out here.
The first night that I took you out, Met you at the mailbox right outside your house, trying to stay dry under a black and white umbrella. I was in a t-shirt, you were in my sweater. You said let's get